welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today I am working on my 100 products never been used challenge. And what I've pulled out are these Maya gold paints. I actually have used the gold before, but I have never used this blue, which is ice blue, or this green, which is apple green, or this fire red. So today I am going to use them. I have in front of me some of these wooden snowflakes. They are from Doris. I bought them at Hobby Lobby on clearance for 25 cents. I am going to use them for Christmas decorations, and I have, I don't know what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a combination of these colors. My Christmas tree is primarily turquoise green and red, and then I use gold and silver. I'm not too particular in either which way. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to paint these up and then maybe embellish them with something. We'll see. So the only prep work I'm going to do on these is just remove this twine, and I'll hold on to it and we'll add it back later. It looks like there may be some separation in the paint, so I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. And then I have one of these face mask silicone things that I got with some headbands that I thought would make a good stir stick. And so let's open this up and give this a good stir. This paint is so pretty. I don't know if you can see. It's like sparkly but not glittery. I don't know if that makes any sense. If there is any glitter in here, it is super fine. I believe you can get these at the Dollar Tree. I heard someone say they got some there. Okay, so I am just using a paintbrush that I have in my craft room. So I have already done a couple of the other colors, so I did use this brush and it is a little bit wet, but it doesn't seem to affect this too badly. So literally, I am just very sloppily going to apply this to the snowflake, and it does gather a little bit in the nooks and crannies, so I have been just kind of taking my paintbrush and making sure it doesn't glob too much. I have not been worrying about the other side. I figure I'll just pick whichever side looks best, and that's the side I'll do my decorating on, and then the other side will be the side that faces into the tree. Now these do have like a dark edge all the way around them, and so I'm not too worried about having perfect coverage as far as painting the edges go, but I do go over them a little bit to mask it a little bit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to speed you up through painting the one side, and then I'll come back and tell you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so once I've gone all the way around, I do pick it up on the side, and like I said, I'm not worried too terribly much about getting perfect coverage, but I do just kind of quickly go over it and get some of the green on there. And again, nobody's ever going to notice it on the tree, so it's just more something for my own peace of mind, but I'm not stressing out about it. Now this paint does seem to dry fairly quickly, so even me touching it doesn't seem to impact, like it doesn't pull any of it off or anything like that. And the other thing that I've noticed is you don't really see brush strokes too much, which is nice. You just want to make sure, like when you're doing this, that you check the front and that you don't have any paint that's kind of globbed over, so because that will dry raised. Okay, so I'm going to finish going around this. I'm going to pull out a second one, do the first side, typically by the time that one is done, this side will be dry enough that I can paint the other side. So I will cut you back in when I'm finished painting. Okay, so let me show you how these turned out. This is the green. See how nice and shiny they are. This is just one coat, so I'm very happy with that. And here's the second one. So I did 2 in each of the colors. So 2 green, 2 of the blue. Again, just one coat. And then 2 of the red. So I do want to jazz these up a little bit more. And I have a bin of products that I've been using for my Christmas decorations. This seems so strange to be talking about Christmas decorations at this time of year. But anyways, it's what I feel like working on. So I have some fabric in here. I have, what else do I got? I've got little bells and words. I've got other projects. I also have some cardstock left over that I've been using for making all my ornaments. So I think between the cardstock and maybe these words or some of the bells or something like that, I can jazz these up a little bit more. Plus I'm also thinking of things like gemstones and stuff like that and pearls. So let me play around with these and I will show you what I came up with. I forgot I also had these felt snowflakes that I bought at the same time that I bought the paper that I've been using. So I don't know, these are probably 9 or 10 years old. They were from Stampin' Up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer one of the snowflakes on top of the wood. I punched out a scallop circle from the coordinating paper that I have, and then I am going to take a button and I will probably put some twine through that and affix that, and then just the twine through the hole, and these ones will be done. So I did have a couple where the button had one of those shanks on them, and so all I did was I punched a small hole in the center and then just poke this through. I won't use any twine obviously to tie through here, but I will probably put some foam tape or something around here so that this has a little bit of dimension. It doesn't hit the wood snowflake, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So that is kind of the look I'm going for. I just used whatever I have in my stash. Let me glue these all together and then I'll show you the finished products because each one's just a little bit different. Okay, I think I'm calling these ones done. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I added some twine to the center of the buttons that had holes. I left them a little bit on the long side because I like the added texture. The backs are pretty plain, but they do have that metallic paint on them, so they still are going to reflect even if you can see the back side on the Christmas tree. You could use these for gift toppers too. I thought that would be kind of cool because they're so large. They'd have a pretty decent presence on top of the gift. And then I just added the original twine that came with them back on. If I need to adjust the size or the length, I can always do that when it comes time. So I'm really pleased with how those turned out. As far as adhering everything, I used a combination of glues. I used Eileen's tacky glue to adhere the felt to the wood and the paper piece to the felt. And then to glue down the buttons, I used this Fabri-Tac. I think it's like a silicone glue, I believe. I could have used this for all the layers because like it is a fabric glue, so it would have worked great with the felt, but I didn't think of it until at the very end. I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting.